If you're looking for a hearty meal that you can carry in your go bag, in your rig, or on your boat, or in your truck, or just stocking up for an SHTF situation, you're going to want to check this video out, because this is a freeze-dried meal that you'll never regret purchasing. Today, I'm going to talk about meals, meal preps, and just meals while you're outdoors and on the go. And you got to keep the calories up so your body can operate to its maximum performance. And in the past, I've tried MREs, the old styles. Back in the 70s, I remember my dad getting a box of MREs, which was totally horrendous. It looked like dog food or Elpo. And, but that's what they gave us, and that's what we ate. In the 90s, the MREs kind of changed the way, the taste, and got a little bit better. Now, Mamoo's Camp Kitchen is the best freeze-dried meals, hands down, that I've ever had. Now, I have Mountain House, Peak, and other brands out there, and they're good. They're all right. I mean, if you need the calories to survive, and that's all you have, like I said, it's going to get you by. But if you're looking for quality, taste, exceptional, as far as customer service, look into Mamoo's Camp Kitchen right here. And they are based out of Louisiana. And I must say, Paul Murray is the founder of Mamoo's Camp Kitchen. He has been a supporter of the Semper Gumby channel for years. Now, what is Mamoo's Camp Kitchen? Well, let me tell you, Paul Murray is based out of Farmville, Louisiana. He has a little cafe where he does a lot of catering business, and he actually pours his heart and soul into every one of these meals. Now, they took their popular frozen casseroles and adopted the recipes to be high in protein and low in fat. Their meals are lightweight, long shelf life, and easy and quick to prepare, and have the flavor and texture like no other freeze-dried meal you've had. So whether you're a trucker, a fisherman, a hunter, a prepper, an outdoorsman, or even an overlander, these meals are great to carry with you, because you will be able to get a hearty meal. All you have to do is boil water and pour it in there and let it sit. And to my first responders, my law enforcement buddies, these are perfect to throw in your go bag. Now, I still carry my go bag with me, and I carry about 3 or 4 of these in here, because we all know that if you get sent to a scene and you have to secure a scene, sometimes you could be up there up to 12 hours, even longer. And having a good meal where you can just get your jet boil out, and I'll show you that here in a little bit, and boil some water, and you will have a hearty meal. Now, I've been on plenty of calls where, we have to secure a scene, and, you're wondering where my next meal is. So this morning, I'm going to go ahead and cook up some biscuits and gravy for breakfast. So let's go get us some Mamoo's Camp Kitchen. Also, Paul is a jet boil distributor. So if you're looking for a Genesis cook system, which I have and is absolutely incredible, or the jet boil flash with the coffee press, check out his website, mamooscampkitchen.com. And this is the new jet boil flash. I've just got this, and I retired my other one after 3 years, but of course, everything's self-contained in this unit. Of course, you get a lid with a little pour-through hole and a strainer on there, and you can also, this hole here is used for the coffee press. You get the burner itself, and the old burner did not have this dial. It had a little wire turn screw, but this one has a igniter, and it has the dial for how much flame you need to, or how much fuel you need. And of course, the new jet power fits right in here. So everything's self-contained, and that's what I really like, especially when you're in the outdoors. You know, your space is pretty, you got to utilize every bit of space on your rig. So what do you need to do? It is so simple. You just open the pouch, remove the absorber, then you're going to add 1 1/4 cup of water, hot water. Now after you add 1 1/4 cup, that's 295 milliliter of boiling water. You're going to stir it, and then you're going to pretty much let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now we set that aside, and then we just wait 10 to 15 minutes before we have our biscuits and gravy. But let me tell you about some of the other flavors and meals that he has available. And one of his other best sellers right now, besides the biscuits and gravy, is this right here. What I like to do with the blend of the Bayou is I like to make garlic bread on the side, or kind of a sourdough or anything like that, and then put the blend of the Bayou in it, like a little bread bowl or on top of it, and then bake it, or even put it in a heater. And this thing is absolutely incredible. And this thing has about, you can make 2 servings from this. Another one that he has is right here. This is the chicken and sausage gumbo. Smoked sausage with roasted chicken along with Creole seasoning. Like I said, he puts his heart and soul into with a little bit of Louisiana flair. But this thing is also pretty awesome. And then of course the biscuits and gravy. Now he does have spaghetti, he has chicken, and he has a ton more of flavors that I don't have here right now. So as we wait for our biscuits and gravy, let me tell you, what is the Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland Rally? Well, basically it's come out to Jasper, Arkansas. We're going to be at the fairgrounds and spend the weekend with everyone in the breathtaking landscape of the Ozark Mountains. The picturesque city of Jasper, Arkansas is a wonderful situated between the Ozark National Forest and the Buffalo National River. And you can connect with like-minded people like myself. We're going to have a lot of overlanders, and this is not just open to Jeeps. We're talking a rally, an overland rally. We'll have some Fords, Dodge, Rams, Sarge, the Toyota. I think I'll be the only Toyota there. No, let me guess. Lisa, the director, has a Toyota as well. This year, we're going to have a special guest at the Jasper Jeep Jam, Dave Canterbury from the Self-Reliance Outfitters, or you may know him from the TV show on Discovery Channel several years ago called Dual Survival. So Dave is going to be there with his Self-Reliance Outfitter tent as well as camping. Now he's an overlander just like us, but he does a lot of bushcraft and survival stuff, so come check it out. So this year, I've been fortunate to be on Storyteller Row. I don't know about you, but I am ready for my biscuits and gravy. Now, you know, most of these dehydrated meals or ready to eat meals are in a huge bag. So unless you have one of those long spoons, what I recommend is cutting it. And oh, this knife is absolutely gorgeous. This is made by one of my subscribers from Missouri, and I've been using this for a couple years. So beautiful knife. Thank you, George. So what I usually do is I usually cut and then what I do is I pour my biscuits and gravy in. Whew, look at that. So I like adding things with my Mamoos Camp Kitchen meal. I mean, you can make it as hearty as you want, but it tastes great with everything. Like I've got some smoked sausage in there and some bagels. So, you know, the ideas in your creation are endless, and it all tastes absolutely incredible. And of course, wash it down with some coffee. But speaking of coffee, when you stop by the Mamoos Camp Kitchen booth this coming weekend, you will be able to check out Peyton and Alan's new coffee that they're come out with that's called Peak Coffee. Now it's a concentrate that you can pour and make iced coffee in there. There's different types of, I believe, flavors they're going to have out. Right now, they're based out of Oklahoma, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And you can get it somewhere out there, but come stop by the booth and try some of Peyton and Allen's, or I should say it's called Peak Coffee Concentrate, which stands for Peyton, Emily, Allen, and Katerina. And so what do I think about these Mamoos Camp Kitchen meals? They're incredible. They taste awesome. Trust me. Go get yourself some. Go to mamooscampkitchen.com and use the code Gumby10 right there and save yourself 10%. Or come out to Jasper Jeep Jam this coming week from the 12th to the 15th of March and taste some of this, and also grab you some Peak coffee as well. But I mean, throw this in your bag, throw this on your boat, throw this in your patrol vehicle, your go bag, your first responder bag, your even store it for prepping for when in case of the SHTF situations. But right here, Mamoos Camp Kitchen. If you got any questions, pop them in the box below. I'll answer them the best I can. I'll put the links to Mamoos Camp Kitchen in there as well as my affiliate code that will save you 10%. Now, shipping for these meals are free with $75 purchase, or come out to Jasper Jeep Jam and pick you up a whole bunch. You can get them in a pack, you know, as well. So until the next video, this has been with Mamoos Camp Kitchen, out.